everyone, or hi everyone. I'm Mandy Yo. This is Grow, Make, Cook, and welcome to my garden. So, what I am doing here is hoeing over an area of our back field. We've been chatting to people about the different sorts of things that will allow us to be more self-sufficient. And so this year, I am going to make another Three Sisters bed. We tried one a while back in one of my raised garden beds, but it was too small. And the reason that it failed abysmally, especially with the corn, was the fact that corn is wind pollinated, which means you actually need quite a big space of corn for it to all cross-pollinate and form good, juicy, sweet cobs of corn. So I'm turning over a little patch in the field, about 4 meters by 4 meters, so that we can get some winter squashes. We like spaghetti squash and butternut squash, so we'll plant some of those. Corn, which makes nice, filling food, and lots of beans that we can dry and store over winter and get our meals going. Oh, the reason to turn it over now is to break up this compacted topsoil. It's really, really dense. Remember, this field has been abandoned for years and years and years before we bought it. So this has just been neglected entirely and there's no air in it. And we're going to have to add some compost and goodness because there's nothing been done to this soil forever, as far as I can tell. So we are going to turn it over so it can warm up in the spring sun wherever it is. It's gone missing these last couple of days, but I'm sure it'll come back. It'll also give the chance for some water to percolate in. Because we're on a hill, very little water stops and catches. So if I can open it up, make some ridges in the soil, we'll catch more water and hopefully hydrate this little patch of clay better. The garden is so alive at the moment. I can't help but be so grateful for the smell of the plum blossoms and everything just springing into life. Spring really for me has come to associate with this beautiful sweet smell in the air. Divine. Another job that I can get on with now that probably the last serious frost has happened. So just last night we got down to -1 and we got a bit of frost, but there's no more frost on the forecast. So now is the time for a bit of a spring tidy up. And that means that most of my herbaceous perennials like the sedums and my mums, all of those plants that you leave the tops on over winter to give some protection to the rootstock and the growing shoots underneath, all of those, it's time to cut back now. Now, there's been a couple of little changes and it looks like we're not going to be here next week. So next weekend is out and we'll see you the weekend after. And on that note, that's probably about all we've got time for this week. So until in a fortnight's time, we'll see you. But if you like what we're doing, please like the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you want notifications, use the bell icon below. And until next time then, I suppose in about a fortnight, do widzenia.